Good evening. Watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Firstly, headlines. His Excellency, the President of Egypt, receives His Excellency, the Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs. The Special Olympics Oman celebrates the graduation of the first batch of the academic program, Preparing Leaders. A workshop in Muscat review unified negotiations in the field of bio and environmental diversity in the international organizations. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Excellency Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, President of the Republic of Egypt, received today His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs. His Excellency, the Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, conveyed His Majesty the Sultan's greetings and appreciation of His Excellency the Egyptian President and His Majesty's keenness on coordination and consultation related to different issues and matters of common concern. From his side, His Excellency the Egyptian President asked the Minister to convey his thanks and appreciation to His Majesty the Sultan, stressing on the importance of enhancing cooperation with the Sultanate in different fields. During the meeting, bilateral relations between the two countries and regional situation were discussed. With the aim to prepare people with intellectual disabilities and students of schools and colleges to be able to depend on themselves in different fields, Special Olympics Oman celebrated the graduation of the first batch of the academic program, Preparing Leaders. The program was launched in February this year and was concluded last October. The ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamid Al Busaidi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Proposed legislation of social responsibility and project proposal of law on lawyers topped discussions of Shura Council office in its 23rd meeting this year. The meeting also discussed a number of draft laws forwarded by the government. The discussions of Shura Council office members also covered a group of studies and regulatory tools that the committee intends to review. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal Al-Mauli, Chairman of the Shura Council. A three-day workshop is being held in Muscat on international negotiations for the GCC biodiversity negotiators, organized by the Ministry of Environment and Climate Affairs in collaboration with the Gulf Cooperation Council Secretariat General. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai.
With the objectives of preparing the negotiations on biodiversity at the international conventions that the GCC experts in biodiversity are gathered in Oman to undergo negotiations training. Laws and legislations relating to the conservation of biological diversity, national laws on wildlife policies, and the role of relevant institutions will be discussed. The participants in this process will discuss diplomatic process on an international legally binding instrument on marine biodiversity.
The main goal of this workshop is to prepare the experts in GCC countries who are responsible for the biodiversity and the management of biodiversity, to prepare them to be well negotiator in international treaties and conventions related to the biodiversities, and also to discuss the main obstacles we are facing while we are negotiating the issue related to biodiversity.
Experts in this area will lead the workshop and will present to them the issues that will come up in the upcoming negotiations on conservation and sustainable use of biodiversity. The discussion is supported by issues addressing biodiversity beyond national jurisdiction. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Civic Hour News Bulletin. The first photography forum, Barza, in Wilaya of Rostaq, documents the social, historical, and natural features of Oman. Welcome to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Oman Cricket Academy in the Wilaya of Al-Amarat was inaugurated yesterday. The event was presided over by His Highness Sayyid Haytham bin Tariq Al Saeed, Minister of Heritage and Culture. And we have a report on that by Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi.
Coinciding with the Sultanate's celebrations of the 48th Glorious National Day, Oman Cricket Academy in the Wilaya of Al-Amirat has been inaugurated to be the first cricket academy in the country.
This is a great day for Oman cricket. Oman has made great strides over the last 5 or so years as a cricket nation. And before they used to play cricket just on sand tracks and concrete pitches. And this grass facility, turf wickets, and most importantly, incredible training facilities with indoor practice nets, etc., which will enable the players to practice throughout the year, even in the heat. I think that will be the catalyst and the game changer for Oman cricket going forward.
Oman Cricket Academy offers world-class facilities for training, net practice and coaching. The grounds are equipped with floodlights and digital scoreboard. The academy building also has a gym, meeting rooms, restaurant, prayer room, players' dressing rooms, and VIP sitting area.
In 3 days' time, we have the World Cup League Division 3 being played here, where the United States of America, Kenya, Uganda, and all these countries will be, Denmark and Singapore will be coming to play against Oman. This will be the precursor to the qualifying rounds of the World Cup.
This cricket academy will play an important role in promoting Muscat as the ultimate cricket training hub in the region, especially that the Sultanate attracts tourists from various countries around the world every year. With the inauguration of this iconic edifice, the Sultanate is set to host international cricket tournaments. From Oman Cricket Academy in the Wilaya of Al-Amirat, Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi, Muscat.
The discussion session on the Sultanate's results in the report of ease of business practice reviewed the initiatives and procedures that should be adopted and focused on to raise the Sultanate's position in the International Competitiveness Index. The report is considered one of the important international indices in a competitive index. The session, which was organized by the National Center of Statistics and Information, witnessed a participation of 17 representatives from government bodies to present visions and partnership mechanisms among various bodies to enhance the Sultanate's position in the index. Royal Navy of Oman held an evening ceremony on the occasion of its annual day, which falls on the 3rd of November every year. The event, which was held at Saeed bin Sultan Naval Base, included musical shows performed by Royal Navy of Oman Musical Band. It also presented a military parade, which included silent movements of weapons. The event was presided over by Rear Admiral Abdullah bin Khamis al-Raisi, Commander of Royal Navy of Oman. The third round of the annual Digital Arts exhibition was opened in Omani Fine Arts Association, affiliated Sultan Qaboos Higher Center for Culture and Sciences at the Diwan of the Royal Court. The exhibition is in line with the global arts movement in various fields, such as still and motion pictures. It included around 60 artistic and colorful works by 29 graphic designers derived from the Omani heritage and culture. The first photography forum, Barza, was organized by the Omani Photography Society in the Wilaya of Rostaq. The event included various photos documenting the social, historical and natural features of Oman. More details on that by Saleh bin Khalfan Rahbi.
Al-Barza is a unique term that refers to the Omani Majlis, where public affairs are discussed. At the corridors of Rostaq Fort, the first photography forum, Barza, came to revive a historical phase from the olden times of the Wilaya and its pride present. Through this forum, the Photographic Society of Oman aimed to shed light on the history and nature of the Wilaya of Rostaq.
The exhibition, it is excellent, to be quite honest. You have the exhibition down by the mosque, in the old mosque, shows some wonderful pictures, and which I find so helpful in understanding your culture and society. When you see pictures from some years ago, that helps greatly, because pictures taken today are a moment in time, but those tell an awful lot about history. And these pictures in this tent here, they say an awful lot about the quality of your photographers and good things about them, because there are some lovely pictures.
At the pavilion Rostaq Through Times, 35 pictures documented over 40 years of the public social life in the Wilaya, which has witnessed vast developments during the blessed Renaissance. The pictures attracted the attention of visitors from both inside and outside the Sultanate.
This is the second time I come to Oman, and I'm impressed with the exhibition that we have, especially the historical, because I know that in photography it's very important to document what in the past, because in the past that when everything is already changed, that the photograph is actually the one that we seen, and that is actually the treasure, something that we have to treasure.
In addition, professional photographers from various wilayas around the Sultanate displayed 48 pictures documenting scenes of various aspects of the modern life in the Wilaya of Rostaq, unveiling the richness and diversity of its history and nature. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh bin Khalfan Rahbi, South Al-Batina, Governorate.
And now for the weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the most of the governorates, with chances of clouds over the coast of the Arabian Sea and the northern parts of the Sultanate. Winds will be southeasterly light to moderate, and seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Excellency the President of Egypt receives His Excellency the Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs. The Special Olympics Oman celebrates the graduation of the first batch of the academic program Preparing Leaders. And a workshop in Muscat reviews unified negotiations in the field of bio and environmental diversity in the international organizations. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us here in the newsroom and the studios. Thanks for your time. Good night.